Every once in a while, a game comes along that tries to mix up different genres of gameplay. Some succeed in coming up with an enjoyable experience, while others just end up with a horrible mess. Which one is Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander Lightspeed Edition for the Nintendo Switch? Let's find out in another episode of Bubba Bear Plays. The game begins as a large portion of the Terran fleet is decimated by a mysterious alien race called the Krull. Standing on the fringes of Terran space is a derelict alien space station called Halcyon 6, the Terran Federation's only hope for survival. As the ranking officer of the remnants of the new Terran Federation, it is your duty to rebuild the station, discover its secrets, and save humanity from the impending invasion. It becomes very apparent from the beginning that Halcyon 6 is a mix of different gameplay styles. There's a research management part, an XCOM style base building part, a JRPG turn-based combat part, an RPG style leveling up part, and there's also a diplomacy part. The gameplay loop is made up of the following, but not necessarily in the following order: gather resources, build rooms in the base, research new tech, level up officers by defeating enemies in combat, and construct new ships. Along the way, you get in-game events that furthers the storyline. Combat makes use of status effects, and a skill can inflict and or exploit them. How effective a status effect is dependent on the specific resistances that the enemy has. If an enemy is afflicted with a certain effect and you exploit that particular effect, then you will do more damage than usual. Halcyon 6 takes inspirations from various sources: Star Trek, XCOM, JRPGs, but the end result of each part feels shallow. You can practically forget about the resource management once you have your colonies automated and upgraded. You only need to deal with the occasional enemy raid. For the base building, just clear the room, build the facility, and assign an officer. For the combat, even though there's the aforementioned status effects, it doesn't really matter. As long as you are on the same or above the level of your enemy, you'll win most of the time. Researching technology is instantaneous. You only need the required materials and that's it. I feel that the development of this game suffered too much from feature creep. They probably just kept on adding and adding features, but there's just not enough depth to most aspects of the game. Another gripe I have is with the user interface. This game was obviously designed to be played with the mouse. Moving the cursor across the screen with the Joy-Con is very cumbersome. The touchscreen works, but I don't really feel comfortable using the Joy-Con, then moving to use the touchscreen, and vice versa. Some of the dialog boxes, specifically the one for traveling, even gets in the way of the buttons. I was really excited the first time I saw Halcyon 6 on the eShop, so I was so disappointed when I discovered that the game's various parts does not have a lot of depth. Unfortunately, the only things that I liked were some of the in-game events and the game's humor. Other than that, the game got pretty boring for me. After the first boss, everything already felt like a grind. If Massive Damage, the developers, decide to make a sequel, I would probably still give it a try because the premise of the game really piqued my interest, and I feel that this game really has a lot of potential to be a great game. At $19.99, however, I can't recommend this game at full price. Better wait for a sale. I give Halcyon 6 a 6 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review, click like and comment down below, and click subscribe to get notified of reviews of more hidden gems on the Nintendo Switch. Thanks for watching.